What is up, fam? How's everybody doing? What's up, fam? Welcome back to another video here in Gran Turismo. Today we're bringing you a little lap guide here for Interlagos. It's the race A. It's the 4 front-wheel drive cars only on hard tires. I etched my way into the 137, so I figured I'd share it and tell you what I did. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'm going to try to make this as short as possible, but I'll try not to talk too fast. Right now the top car is the RCZ. As you can see, that's the car I chose. I checked Europe and I checked the North America region, so it is the top car right now. I did notice BIA Pink Girl drove this car a little bit differently than I did. I mean, he's 5/10 faster too, so watching his replay may give some value to you. But we'll go ahead and start the lap guide here. Right there at that 50 board, you want to hit the brakes before the 50 board, probably a car length or 2 car lengths before it. So as you approach it, probably like right there. Oop, we should be behind, right? Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can see you're hitting the brakes pretty late. I tried to keep the car out to the outside just a little bit, not too far out. You see me bringing it in towards the center of the track right here. As I'm hitting the brakes in, you see I'm holding the brake down the whole time. I'm not letting off to steer it in. You want to get all over this curb right about here, because you want this trajectory off your exit. You want to be on the left hand side of the track. You don't want to let the momentum bring you out to the right. That's just going to ruin the whole rest of this little portion of the track. So you want to keep it to the left hand side. And I chose 3rd gear here because it was just more controllable for me. It was easier to keep grip on the tire. And as I go through here, you lose a little bit of grip. And so every time I'm losing grip, I'm just lifting off the gas just a little bit and getting back in the gas. And that was my method here. So you definitely, you can see I've let off the gas a little bit. I was understeering. So let off the gas a little bit, the car comes, you know, the nose comes back in where you want it. You can see where you're cutting this corner right here. It's imperative that you do this. Like the curbs that you see me cut and ride are all for a reason. So it's the only way to get around Interlagos. So there, we cut that and ride this curve on the left hand side. It helps the car rotate. You don't need it as much here in Group 4, but there are some Group 3 cars that you absolutely need it. We're letting it, the rev, we let it blink for a little bit. Ooh, almost missed it. Okay, you see that little patch of cement? You want to hit the brakes right where it starts to maybe just past a little bit. You can hit the brakes a little bit later, but hitting the brakes right where it starts isn't going to be too bad for you. Try to turn in late a little bit here. Not too late, you know what I mean? Just don't try to turn in too early. Don't lean into the corner. You're going to ruin your exit. So just make sure you have your, you know, if you look in the top right hand corner of the screen, you can see the mini map. You can see this is a 90-degree turn. It's really easy and a bad habit people have. They turn in too soon here. So try not to do that. Make sure you're turning in when you should. You'll almost feel like you're turning in a little late. You turn in a little bit and get all over that curve the best you can. You don't want to be too far inside this curve. You can upset the car a little bit. Especially if it was rear-wheel drive. It's not, so you don't got to worry about that too much, but you do lose a little grip. But yeah, you cut this corner as much as you can. I probably could have cut a little bit more. Getting them left-hand side tires just inside isn't necessarily a bad thing. But the trajectory through that corner really helps you get on the gas. That's one of the things. If you don't take the right trajectory, you're not going to be on the gas at the right time. So, you know, you hit the brakes, turn in, and then you're getting on that gas to get out. Now you'll see this point right here. Oops, that was not intended, but I guess we'll watch it again real quick. Blah, blah, blah. I talked about this corner. There you cut. There you hit up the gas. You'll see me come in all the way to here. If you run wide, you're going to have to let off the gas or the front tires are going to scrub. In any other car around here, it doesn't really matter that much, but you can definitely lose a tiny amount of time by not coming in this far, so make sure you do that. Where you put the car on this track is always really important. Right here, we're going to hit the brakes at the 50-yard mark right there, or the 50-meter mark, and we're going to turn in, and we're not going to hit too much brake. You see right here, we're just kind of dragging the brake in a little bit. I'm shifting down to 4th, and trying to hold my momentum. That way I don't lose too much speed or have to try to make up for it at all. Try to let the car run all the way to the outside of the track. You can come almost, you can literally have your left-hand side tires all the way off this track right here. I did notice that if you did do that in this car, the back end would come out a little bit, which might not be a bad thing if you can manage it right and then get it to rotate into this corner up here. But I felt that this was probably the best spot. I kept more grip here. Now you'll see that there's 3 skid marks here. There's one in the middle there, and that one in the middle is your braking point. You see me hit my brakes right at it. And we're going to steer in too at the same time. And once again, you're going to see the cut. You know, you definitely just want to cut the ever-living crap out of this corner. And as you're coming out, you'll see that I try to keep it to the right. See, I don't just kind of, I'm not letting it come out to the left-hand side. You want to keep it to the right. See, I'm out here, because as you're approaching this corner, if you come in a little late, it helps you get a really good exit out of here if you come in a little late, because you can, as you let off the gas, right as you enter in here, you just give a quick tap with the brake, you let the car come into the corner, and then you're aiming for that late apex right there. And as you're coming out of this corner, the front's going to be slipping a little bit. You see, I'm redlined right now. That's probably not because I'm going as fast as I can in second gear. It may very well be because I've lost grip in the front. And I'll either let off, you should either let off the gas a little, get back into it, or shift. And I think at this point I'm close enough to third gear that I just shift. Yeah, I did. It may have just been time to shift too. It's real close right there. Damn it, stop doing the dumb stuff. Here we go. We'll go back through and I'll let it watch from the back of the car. Okay, you see that where the green turns into grass? Just before that is approximately your braking point. Keep the car to the outside of the track, shifting down to second and rotate it in. I could have cut that curve a lot more, but you see me playing with the gas on exit, shifting. This is a real tricky transition right through there. That's right through here is where you're going to be playing with the gas the most. You see me playing with it coming out, and then you'll shift up and then slowly get back into it. You know what I mean? You're trying to keep grip in the car. Damn it, like I can only do this about 95 times, right? You guys would think I've made a video before, for sure. All right, right here, you look up there at that 50 board. You see that it's sitting in a dark patch of grass, and that just before it, there's a light patch of grass. I know this is gonna blow your mind, but right where the light turns to dark is where I'm hitting the brake. Right there. See, it's harder to see right here. So if I point it out right here, you won't know what I'm talking about. But you'll always see it from back there as you're traveling at speed. You're gonna know where to hit the brake. It's right there. There it is. But same thing as corner 4. This is a 90-degree turn. Do not turn in too early. You will absolutely lose 2 or 3 tenths down the straight. Really, really easy. So don't turn in too early. It's really easy to do. Make sure you're staying out to the outside and turning in. And once again, get your cut. Cut this track right here. There are at least 4 cuts on this track. But as soon as you're coming out of here, you can once again start getting back into the gas, being real easy. Feathering that throttle in. Gas in, a little bit out, more gas in, a little bit out, more gas in. Whatever you got to do, make sure you got grip. Now some of you are on controller and will have no idea whether or not you have grip because you don't have force feedback. I know if I've got grip because the wheel rumbles at me. But we're going to go ahead and watch from the back here. Make note of the throttle control. It's going to be one of the more important parts. See it right there? See, I'm not just stomping it back on, we're just easing it back on there. Trying to get on the gas as soon as possible and get the car back to the left-hand side of the track. I almost missed this corner, really. That just turned out just right for me. See that right there? A little dab of the brake, bring the car in. You know, the car doesn't respond too bad to trail braking. It does okay. See the throttle control in play once again. Throttle control is going to be really important. Well, there you have it, fam. Thanks for hanging out, and you know, I'll see you again when I see you. I just make a video when I feel like it. So next Nations race I'll do is not this weekend but the weekend after, so maybe you'll see me live stream around then. But anyway, thank you guys for hanging out, and I'll catch you on the flip side.
Hone your skills. Look, boy, you in the danger room.